My biggest concern with my thighs is that when my feet are together and I'm walking, my thighs, look how much my inner thighs rub together. Okay guys, it is day 2. Oh my gosh, like I literally feel like a Build-A-Bear today. Ignore all the bruising on my butt. This is from my cellulite Selfina treatment that'll take a few months to show up.
We're gonna actually meet Amy, who was done at our Tyson's Corner office in Washington, DC. And she's gonna go over her experience with her revision. And then we're gonna answer revision questions. We're gonna show a video that she took for herself and posted on her Instagram for her followers so we can learn about her revision journey. So revision meaning she had traditional liposuction done and she was very unhappy with it. She found out about AirSculpt, and let's see what happened.
Holy shit. Like right here, all of that fat pocket that was here, that huge pocket is just gone. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, I love it. It looks so good. I didn't think I was gonna cry like this. It looks so good. I just can't believe it.
Okay, so that was Bonnie looking at her new arms for the first time after 1 week. So as you can see, she still had her marker on her. So that was very fresh. Bonnie, Amy, I'm sure you're watching this right now because we're about to go live. Your results are gonna get much, 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 much better. This is only the tip of the iceberg. 1 week does not a result make. Let's go live with Amy in Baltimore.
Hi!
Hey, Amy, how you doing?
Good. It's funny to watch yourself cry.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us and our followers. We're really honored to have you, and it's really so important for people to understand. I could talk until I'm blue in the face, but what you say, what you see, and what you say in your experience is so much more valuable than anything I can ever say. So what I want to ask you about is, first of all, tell us, you had traditional liposuction done on your arms. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I had traditional liposuction done. Unfortunately, they left me with a lot of fat pockets. But the biggest difference I would say is just the recovery time with AirSculpt was insanely fast. Normal lipo was so painful to recover from and just took forever to get better.
And did they put you to sleep for your liposuction?
Mm-hmm. So I had lipo 360 and my arms done, and I was totally out for that. So you have no idea what's going on.
Right. Yeah, I don't believe in that at all. And with AirSculpt, were you awake?
Yes, I loved it. I was watching the fat come out, and I kept saying, "Suck me dry! Oh my god! Oh my god!" Like I was talking the whole time.
Okay, that's great. And what music did you listen to?
I think we just put on top 40.
Okay, all right.
I talk a lot, so I wasn't really listening to the music.
And you got done at our Tyson's Corner office in Washington, D.C. What was that like?
It was great. The office is really beautiful, really clean, upscale. They did a really good job with just, obviously, when you're getting surgery right now, COVID's a concern. So it was really nice, all the protocols they had in place, and it was fabulous. I loved it.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to just go through some questions that our followers and patients had for you. So how did you hear about AirSculpt?
So obviously I was unhappy with my lipo, very insecure. I'd been looking for a solution for over a year, and I came across you guys on Instagram and was blown away with what I saw.
Thank you. And what about your result from traditional did you not like?
So essentially I had a huge fat pocket here under the arm, under the elbow, and a very big indentation here on the arm. So it just, I mean, my arms looked deformed. They didn't look normal. While they might have been a little bit smaller, I was not comfortable wearing. I would have never worn this on camera or in public.
I love that. Okay. Yeah, I see we do so many arm revisions. I'd say at least 30 to 40% of all AirSculpt patients had something done somewhere else and then find us and we fix it. So I love when someone doesn't wear a tank top, doesn't want to wear a tank top, and then they do, especially on camera. That's the biggest compliment we could ever get. And what did AirSculpt feel like compared to the traditional liposuction experience?
So AirSculpt, I would say that obviously there's some soreness in the beginning. That's going to be a given, but nothing compared to traditional. With traditional lipo, I was leaking fluids for a whole 7 days. Very painful. I had a huge swelling in my hands and stuff. I didn't have any of that. I, had some fluids come out for 2 days. It was a little stiff and stuff, but it was nothing like before. Like I tell everyone, you guys don't get it.
They don't. That's why we do this show. What about your scar? So I want to see your AirSculpt scar, but what was your scar like from traditional lipo?
So it's hard to see it now, but it was here, but it was probably the size of like a pea, I would say. So versus the AirSculpt one, it's like, I don't even know where it is. It's a tiny, the dot is so little.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's the AirSculpt one. And my other one, it's been over a year, so I can't see it, but you can kind of see here. It was a big dot.
I mean, wait a second. It's been 1 month and you can barely even find your engine.
I know.
That's what this is all about. It's supposed to be something where we actually exceed your expectations and it's not a big deal. I want it to be kind of like getting your teeth whitened or something like that, but you're skinnier, or going to the spa, coming out skinnier. So did AirSculpt hurt?
When I was getting it done?
Yeah.
No, not at all. I think it feels a little weird at first because something's going on, but there's no pain. It's more like just a pressure that you feel. But then even after that, you don't feel it anymore.
I'm so happy to hear that. And how about the garment? How was that? You wear that for 2 weeks?
Yeah, and that was awesome because with my standard lipo that I got, or my traditional where I did my 360 in my arms, I had to wear a garment for 3 months. So the fact I only had to wear it for 2 weeks was easy breezy to me.
Yeah, that's part of the whole thing. This is a lifestyle procedure. I want people to move on with their life. I want them to have a better result than they could ever hope for, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Tell us about your thighs, by the way. Your thighs?
Yes.
We did those fresh, right?
Yes. Yes. I actually wasn't even looking to do that until I decided to my arms and said, hey, I'm going to be in there. Why not? But for me, my thighs rubbed together really bad and would give me bad chafing all the time. And I was just very subconscious to wear shorts or anything like that. So I loved it. I actually almost like it more than my arms. I'm I didn't realize how big of a difference it would give to my overall aesthetic and shape.
I love thighs. Let me ask you this. And how is your result thus far?
So good. Everyone that sees me is like, wait, what the heck? What's going on? Did you lose 30 pounds? What's going on? Something's different.
And are they smooth?
Oh yeah, very smooth. I have no lumps and bumps at all. I was surprised at that. I thought it was going to have some fibrosis and stuff in there, but it's very smooth. I would say I had a little bit of discoloration, but after about 3 weeks, that was gone.
Okay. And the lumpy, bumpy stuff you had going on with your arms, were we able to smooth that out?
Yes. And that I had really bad scar tissue and stuff all in my arms, so that definitely was smoothed out. I can't even believe how smooth you got it with how much scar tissue that I had in there, because
AirSculpt is so good for revisions because we can literally power buff that scar tissue out, and it is so hard to deal with scar tissue as a surgeon, but when you have basically a robotic tool where I can point it and just smooth it out robotically, it's it makes all the difference in the world. And, you know, sometimes at some offices, I bet 50% of our patients are getting revisions, actually. But I'll talk about that after your interview. What do you plan to do with this new body?
You mean, what am I already doing with this new body?
Oh, well, tell us, yeah.
Lots of pool parties.
Good.
Pool parties, swimsuits, and I've been buying a lot of strapless dresses.
I'm so happy. It's so great for us to be able to put a smile on your face. It makes it, that's what we're all about, really. Let's see, a couple other questions. When you first heard about AirSculpt, did you think there were multiple sessions you were going to have to do?
I didn't think there were going to have to be multiple sessions necessarily, but I was definitely, well, I say, yeah, being awake. A lot of times when you hear about being awake with any type of lipo, they usually say they can only do one area at a time. So I was impressed with the amount of fat that you guys can remove in a single session, because I was a little skeptical at first, but then when I saw up to 5 liters, I was like, this is the real deal.
The real deal. So, everybody watching, there's no sessions. It's one and done. And how many liters did we get out from your arms and thighs?
3.
That is profound. 3 liters is legit.
When I did my whole midsection body and my arms, I had 4 removed. So the fact that 3 was removed from just arms and thighs, inner thighs, is crazy.
That's a lot of people worry that with AirSculpt, they're not going to be able to get as much fat out as they could with other procedures. The truth is because you're awake, because it's so minimally invasive, we really go for the gold. So when we do an area, we want to do it right the first time and take out almost all your fat. We purposely leave a little bit of fat, or else you get what's called skeletonized, which no one wants. So that's how you get major fibrosis. So we do less than that, but we actually take out all your fat. So that's part of the philosophy of this company, and the philosophy of AirSculpt is doing it right the first time and going for the maximum fat removal. And everyone's always worried about this 5-liter thing. This whole 5-liter thing never worries us, because if you have more than 5 liters, then we just have you come the next week for more areas. You know, so let's say there was more than 5 liters in your arms and your thighs. Well, we do your arms one week and your thighs the next, and we have no problem at all. We'll take out all the fat.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. Okay. And why would you suggest AirSculpt to people who are watching?
I would say that it comes down to recovery and pain. So with the recovery, it's so much faster, and you don't have to spend all the money on all the post-op massages and months of not being able to do anything. So definitely recovery. And also for me, a big thing was the precision of it. And like, I know, for example, like the side of your arm here, I had a really big bulge and no one would touch it. I got 8 different consults for arm revisions, and everyone's like, we won't touch that. And when I went into you guys, they're like, yeah, no problem, we can do it. And that has slendered my whole look so much from this outside piece here. I love it.
I'm so happy. This is great. I mean, this is all we do. And that's something that everyone watching needs to understand, is we only do one thing, and this is it. So we've seen everything. So you're like a very bread and butter standard patient for us. And this is what we do, guys, every day, every office. Anything else you want to tell people who are watching?
I would just say that obviously if you're looking into liposuction or any type of treatment, look into AirSculpt first, because coming back into scar tissue is always going to be more difficult than if you just start with the right procedure. And make sure you get lots of before and after examples of whatever area you want to do, so you know you'll be happy. It's all about expectations.
I totally agree. Thank you, Amy. Again, we're really honored to have you, and thanks so much for getting AirSculpt. It's such a compliment.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.